In this video, I want to go over why as parents, we should avoid screen time for our children, especially when they're under 18 months old, and 5 Montessori inspired ways to raise our children with low media consumption. While I'm sure we're all aware that our children love looking at the bright colors flashing on the TV or our iPads, but the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that we don't let our children watch TV or use mobile devices until they're at least 18 months old. There is good evidence that screen viewing before 18 months old has lasting negative effects on children's reading skills, language learning, and short-term memory. It can even contribute to problems with sleep and paying attention. Even just leaving the television on in the background and no one is watching is still enough to delay language development. According to the AAP, a parent speaks about 940 words per hour when a toddler is around. With the television on, that number falls by 770. So basically, you're going from speaking 940 words per hour to about 170 words per hour. It's a pretty big difference. Infants and toddlers learn best from interacting with people and physically touching things. However, there is one exception to the screen time rule, and that's video chat like FaceTime with grandparents. There is some observational research that infants as young as 6 months old are emotionally engaged by playing live peekaboo with grandparents over video chat. If you're interested in all the research, I have links down below in the description so that you can take a look at them. Based on the AAP, it breaks down to this: children 0 to 18 months, no screen time, and children 18 months to 5 years old, no more than 1 hour per day. So as parents, what are we to do to limit screen time? One of the first things is pretty simple, and that's setting an example. Children generally do as they see, so if they see us watching TV, they'll gravitate toward that as well. If they see us reading a book or doing household chores, they'll find that more normal. I know it's a tough one, as personally I'm way behind on watching shows I want to watch, but I find it much more rewarding to spend time with my son and watching him grow. Plus, I can catch up on the shows whenever he's asleep. This brings us to 2, setting up a fun and safe environment for our children. This is why I like Montessori, as the room is set up perfectly for keeping a child entertained. The general idea is that you don't want to overload the area with too many toys, and you want to have age-appropriate toys for your child, so the toys aren't too easy where they'll get bored, or too tough where they'll get frustrated. I have a couple of videos about toy rotation and how I set up my play area if you want to learn more in depth about it. The third thing, which is another key component of Montessori, is promoting independent play. Children love to do things on their own because it makes them feel respected, capable, and content. This ties closely to number 2 in having a fun and safe environment for them to play. The reason you want the area to be safe is because you don't want to be hovering over them and telling them no all the time. You basically want a yes space for them. This way they can choose to explore the area and play with whatever they like without us having to worry about them hurting themselves or making a big mess. Anything unsafe is kept out of the area or locked away. The fourth one, implement a routine. Infants and toddlers generally don't like changes. They're perfectly happy following a routine, as this way they know exactly what to expect. Every family's routine is going to be a bit different, but common routines include things like brush teeth, brush hair, eat breakfast, feed the pets, getting dressed, etc. While I haven't done this myself yet, a great way to implement this is with a Montessori routine chart. You can make your own, or you can look for pre-made ones online that you can download and print out. Number 5, get physical. Encourage your child to play outdoors and enjoy nature. Go for a walk or to a local park. Children love collecting things, so grab a basket and depending on the season, have them collect different things like leaves, acorns, or pine cones. What many of us have come to think of as bad weather isn't necessarily bad. There's this popular saying in Montessori that there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. Rainy and snowy days offer a great way for our child to experience nature. While I understand as parents, we have busy schedules and things we need to get done, and sometimes it seems easier to just hand them an iPad or mobile device. But remember that our children won't be like this for long. Before we know it, they'll be grown, and we won't be able to get this time back. So I say cherish the time you could spend with them now. Let me know down below in the comment section why you're considering raising your child with minimal screen time, at least the early toddler stages. Consider subscribing for more Montessori inspired content, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you next time.